Welcome back to the Daily English Talk, your go-to podcast for improving your everyday English. I'm your host, Liam, and today we have a very special guest joining us. Please welcome Chloe.
Hello, Liam. It's great to be here.
It's fantastic to have you, Chloe. Today, we're going to talk about something super important for making friends and connecting with people, especially when you're learning English. We're talking about small talk. Chloe, what comes to your mind when you hear the phrase small talk?
Small talk. I think it's when you talk about easy, not very important things with someone you don't know very well, like the weather or what they are doing.
Exactly. You've hit the nail on the head. It's those light, casual conversations we have to break the ice, to make the atmosphere more comfortable. It's not about deep, serious topics. It's about showing friendliness and opening the door for more conversation.
Ah, I see. Sometimes I feel a little nervous to start small talk. I worry about saying the wrong thing, or that the other person won't be interested.
That's a very common feeling, Chloe. Many English learners and even native speakers sometimes feel that way. The good news is that small talk is usually very forgiving. People generally appreciate the effort. So, where do you usually find yourself needing to make small talk?
Oh, many places. At work, with new colleagues. Sometimes at a party, if I don't know many people. Or even in a shop, if the cashier is friendly.
Those are perfect examples. Let's start with a super common and safe topic. The weather. It sounds boring, but it's a classic for a reason.
Yes, the weather. I hear people talk about it a lot.
They do. So, a simple opening could be, "Beautiful day, isn't it?" Or, "It's a bit chilly today, don't you think?" What are some ways you might respond to that, Chloe?
I could say, yes, it's lovelies, or oh, yes, I needed my scarf today.
Perfect. And you can also add a little more. If someone says, "Beautiful day, isn't it?" you could reply, "Yes, it's lovely, perfect for a walk in the park." This gives the other person something to respond to.
Ah, so I can add a little extra information. That's helpful.
Exactly. It keeps the conversation flowing. Another weather-related comment could be about the change in weather. For example, "I can't believe how quickly the seasons are changing," or "I hope this rain stops soon."
So if someone says, I hope this rain stops soon, I could say, me too. I was hoping to go for a run this afternoon.
Fantastic. See? You're already building on it. So we've covered weather. What's another common topic for small talk?
Maybe about what people are doing? Like, if I see someone carrying a lot of shopping bags,
That's a great observation. You could say something like, "Wow, you've got your hands full," or "Looks like you've been doing some serious shopping."
and then I could say, yes, I needed a few things for the week.
Exactly. Or if you see someone reading a book, you could ask, "That looks like an interesting book. What are you reading?"
Oh, I like that. But what if I don't know the book?
That's fine. You don't need to be an expert. The goal is to show interest. You can follow up with, "Oh, I haven't heard of that author. Is it good?" Or, "What's it about?"
So I'm asking questions to learn more.
Precisely. And often people are happy to share what they're enjoying. Another common area is about weekend plans or what people did over the weekend.
This is a good one, especially on a Monday morning at work.
Absolutely. You could say, "Did you have a good weekend?" Or, "Anything exciting happen over the weekend?"
And I could reply, yes, it was nice. I visited my parents. Or, if I didn't do much, I could say, it was quiet but relaxing. I caught up on some sleep.
That's a perfect, relatable answer. And the other person might then say, "Oh, that sounds lovely. Did you do anything special with them?" Or, "Catching up on sleep is always good."
It's like a chain reaction, isn't it? One sentence leads to another.
That's a great way to think about it. It's about building a short, friendly conversation. Now, what about compliments? Can compliments be part of small talk?
Oh, yes. I think so. Like if someone has a nice scarf or a new haircut.
Definitely. A sincere compliment can be a wonderful icebreaker. You could say, "I love your scarf, the color is beautiful." Or, that's a great haircut.
And the person might say, "Oh, thank you. I just got it done."
Exactly. And you can then follow up with, it really suits you, or it looks very stylish. The key is to be genuine.
Yes, I think being genuine is important. I don't want to say something that is not true.
Absolutely. And if you're attending an event, like a party or a conference, there are specific small talk opportunities. For example, commenting on the event itself.
Like, "This is a nice party," or "The food looks delicious."
Perfect. Or if you're at a conference, you could ask someone, which session are you most looking forward to? Or, have you attended this conference before?
That's good. It connects you to the shared experience.
Exactly. Now, Chloe, let's talk about common questions that people ask in small talk and how to answer them. We've touched on weather and weekends. What about work?
Work is a big topic. Sometimes I ask new colleagues, "What do you do here?"
That's a very standard and polite question. And how would you answer if someone asked you that?
I would say, "I work in the marketing department. I help with social media campaigns."
Excellent. And if they want to know more, they might ask, oh, interesting. What do you enjoy most about your job?
I could say, "I enjoy being creative and seeing our campaigns succeed."
That's a great answer. It's positive and specific. What if the person you're talking to doesn't work in the same place, perhaps at a social event?
Then I would say, "I work as a teacher," or "I'm a software engineer."
And then, to keep the conversation going, you can ask them back, and what about you? What do you do?
Yes, I always try to ask back. It feels more polite.
It absolutely is. It shows you're interested in them too. Now, sometimes small talk can feel a bit repetitive. We've talked about weather, weekends, and work. Are there any other areas?
Maybe hobbies or interests.
That's a fantastic area. If you discover someone has a hobby you share or are curious about, you can dive in. For example, if someone mentions they like gardening, you could say, oh, I love gardening too. What are you growing at the moment?
Or if I don't know much about it, I could say, "Gardening sounds lovely. What's the easiest thing to grow for a beginner?"
Brilliant. You're asking for advice, which is a great way to engage someone. What if you're trying to find out about someone's interests without asking directly?
Hmm, that's tricky. Maybe by observing. If they are wearing a band t shirt, I could say, "Oh, I like that band too."
Exactly. Or if you're at a cafe and someone has a coffee mug with a unique design, you could say, that's a really cool mug. Where did you get it?
So, it's about noticing details and using them as a starting point.
Precisely. It shows you're paying attention. Now, let's consider some common mistakes or things to avoid in small talk. What do you think might be a mistake?
Maybe talking too much about yourself or asking questions that are too personal.
You've hit on two very important points. Talking too much about yourself can make you seem self-centered. It's a conversation, so it should be balanced. And asking overly personal questions too early can make people uncomfortable.
Like asking about their salary or their relationship status right away.
Exactly. Those are generally considered too personal for initial small talk. Stick to general topics until you get to know them. Another thing to avoid is being too negative. While a brief comment about the weather, like, it's so cold, is fine, constantly complaining can be draining for the other person.
So, keep it generally positive or neutral.
Yes, and remember, small talk is often just a bridge. It might lead to a longer, deeper conversation, or it might just be a pleasant, brief interaction. Both are perfectly fine. The goal is to be friendly and approachable.
It's like practicing my English in a low pressure way.
Exactly. And you're learning social skills at the same time. So, to recap, we've talked about 1. The weather, a universal and safe topic. 2. General activities, what people are doing, their weekend plans. 3. Work or studies, common topics for many people. 4. Hobbies and interests, a great way to find common ground. 5. Compliments, sincere and genuine. 6. Events, if you're at a party or conference. And we also discussed what to avoid, talking too much asking overly personal questions, and being too negative.
This is very useful, Liam. I feel more confident now about trying small talk.
That's wonderful to hear, Chloe. The best way to get better is to practice. Next time you're in a situation where you can make small talk, just try one of the phrases we discussed. Even a simple, "Hi, how are you?" and a smile can make a difference.
I will try. Maybe I will start with commenting on the weather. It feels very safe.
A perfect starting point. And remember, if the conversation doesn't go anywhere, don't worry about it. Just move on. Most people are just happy you made the effort to connect.
Thank you so much, Liam. This was a great conversation.
My pleasure, Chloe. And thank you to all our listeners for tuning in to the Daily English Talk. We hope this episode has given you some useful tools for your small talk toolkit. Join us next time for more everyday English conversations. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.